Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gist with Abi. I have one important guest here, my twinnie.
Hi everyone, my name is Bola.
Hi. I'm going to talk about a very, very sensitive topic today. It's a topic that I know that many people will be able to relate to. Is about the impact of what parents say to their kids and how it affects their self-esteem.
Yeah.
Many people, siblings, like many friends of mine, cousins, siblings, they've all spoken about how something their parents said has affected them till date. So I know that it's going to be a sensitive topic and we are here to dissect it for you. Okay, so I'm going to start with one example that I saw online.
Okay.
It's about this girl saying there was a time, I'm going to say the positive and the negative one, right? So this girl said there was a time she came back from home, she failed, I mean, from school, she failed a test, right? I think it
Mm-hmm.
was a math test. So she was feeling down, she was crying and everything. So when she came home, she told her mom that, oh, I failed, I did this, I did that. And the mother was like, it's okay to fail sometimes, right? The most important thing is know, like, learn from your mistake, go through the corrections and then study harder next time. That, but don't ever think you're a failure. And the mother told her that you can do anything you set your mind to do. And this girl said that she's 32 years old now, and those words stuck to her brain, to her mind, that anytime she owns a business now, and she said anytime she's doing something that is feeling like it's too difficult, she'll just remember what her mom said, that you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. So imagine, I'm sure the mother has even forgotten that she ever made that statement, but the thing stuck to her brain, like the child's brain, and she carried it around. This is to show you how powerful the words of your mouth can be.
Yeah.
Another one came back home with failure of that same assignment. Like obviously different people, right? This guy also said he failed his assignment, his test or exam, and then he came home and the first thing his dad said when the father saw the report card or whatever was, "You are useless. You are going to end up being like your uncle, no jobs, useless for the rest of your life."
Yeah.
And this guy said he's successful now, but he still has that very, very low self-esteem. He still has that fear of failure. He still feels like even when they're promoting him at work, he still feels like, "Ah, my dad has already said I'm useless. I'm going to end up being like my uncle." So he's still always scared. He said his father is late now. That so now he has to see a therapist because he doesn't even know whether the father meant it or he was just angry at the moment and he said those words. But those words affected this guy and it's still affecting him. He affected him to the point of seeing a professional just to get up. And the father might have thought it's tough love. Like, what's the big deal in saying, hey, you're useless, you're going to end up being like your uncle if you don't work hard, blah, blah, blah. To him, it might have been the best way he knew how to I would encourage the child, right?
Yeah.
But the thing really, really affected the child.
It's actually interesting you're saying that because it's something that okay, so first before I say that,
Mm,
right? I feel like when parents say this to their kids, especially the tough love one,
yeah.
is not because it's not coming from a place of hatred.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually coming from it's sometimes it could be the way they were brought up. It could be that this is how they know how to love you.
Exactly.
And this is actually a very like so thinking back when I was younger and I come back home and I there was a time I showed my dad my results
Mm-hmm.
and it was like he was looking at it and he saw my position. It was like the person that came with first, does he have 10 head? You know?
Yeah.
And it was like, you think I'm plucking money from the tree.
Mm,
So at that point, just those words alone broke
mm,
me. My dad was not someone that would beat me.
yeah. Yeah.
My siblings, it would beat, but like probably because I'm the
That
only
this girl.
girl.
Yeah.
So he doesn't beat me. But when he says that word,
Mm,
saying, do you think I'm plucking
take
money
money
from the
from tree.
tree? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're not serious. Or if
Yeah.
he uses the word, when I'm in university and I show him, because there was a time I failed math
Mm,
and I showed him my result and it was like, so you're no longer serious. And that I teared up so bad.
yeah.
I'll think about it. And I can say it had an effect in me. It's just you saying it right now is
Mm,
actually making me
making you
realize
remember.
how the effect can be
Yeah.
because even when I do something and I don't get it right,
Yeah.
or because now I don't live with them anymore. I'm on my own, right? But like when I do something and I don't get it right,
Yeah.
I'm always very tough on myself. And I find out that my friends be like, Bola, look, you're just learning. You know, don't take it too hard on yourself. And it's not because of that. It's just the fact that I'm just built up in that way that we have to provide excellence and it has to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
And it comes with the childhood. And sometimes it could affect somebody, but because of other things, other factors that
Yeah.
helped me build myself. Look at the guy you just mentioned right now. He had to go to therapy.
Yeah.
I've not been to therapy before.
Yeah.
I know.
Most
Don't judge
Nigerians.
me.
No,
Most
it's
Nigerians.
not about judging.
But
Most
like,
Nigerians, like,
but
don't
like
know the
it's just
concept.
yeah. So it's just you even saying that just made me remember,
Yeah.
and it's just like yes. And sometimes, so if I talk back at maybe something positive that your parent can say that would change your mindset. I can remember when I was younger. I think I just finished from uni, and my dad got me a car, and I went into his room to say thank you. And I was like, "Don't worry, that you do this." Like he was praying for me, and he said, "You even buy a house." That was one seed that was planted in my heart. I didn't even think about it.
Imagine.
Fast forward, he came to Canada,
Yeah.
and he visited me and my parents, and I was living in the basement, and I was saying that, "Oh, my landlord said this." I said, "Don't worry, one day you two will be a landlord."
Yeah.
You know, and thinking back, now I'm a landlord. It
Those
was
words.
part of the things that actually helped me to believe in myself that I can do
That
it.
you
And
do it.
because that time is stuck into my head, and I'm like, I'm going to own my own house someday. And even while I was living in that place, I lived there as if it was my own place. Like, what will I do if someone else, sorry, how would I feel if someone else did this to my property?
Yeah.
You know, so those are the things that I feel like the words also can either break you,
Yes,
or it can
definitely.
make you.
That's why I gave
So
those
I
two
actually do
examples.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Both aspects. Like
Yeah.
our words are very powerful, and I think parents should be very careful. I'll also give another example in terms of like the negative parts, right?
Yeah.
It's similar to what you just said, but like it affects people from even doing. I'll mention there's somebody I know of, and his dad would just like just be nonchalant, like, "Oh, you're not serious," you know, and they don't really take, like, it wouldn't really, how do I say this, like make him feel important, you know. And so there's nothing that he does that would
satisfy him,
that would even think about impressing the father. Like he wouldn't, when he achieves something, he would not be excited to go tell his dad about it, because it's just like this man might bring out the fault in it, right? And also it affected his self-esteem in such a way that he doesn't even want to strive so much, because you know
like,
that word whereby
when
what's
they
the
told
point?
you are a failure,
Not necessarily that, but when they've broken you in such a way that you don't even believe in yourself anymore. Like you just feel like, I just want to do the normal, as far as I can,
the
feed
bare
myself,
minimum.
the bare minimum,
Like,
you know. Parent effect actually, no,
Yeah.
it plays a major role. I agree with you.
It does,
I do
though.
agree.
It does. And the thing I need to point out is that these kids that we are raising, before they get to know God, you are like their own God. You are like the God they know first.
Yeah.
So they believe so much in you. You are like the first role model that they have. So they believe so much in what comes from your mouth. And kids are different. There are some kids that you say, you compare them to that. Can't you see my friend's child? She's this, she's that. And then your child might feel so bad that, you know what, just like Bolandi said, that what's the point? I'm just going to achieve the bare minimum. I can never be like this, my mom's friend's child, right?
Yeah.
But for some children, it can actually also bring out, like it can bring out some positive in some kids. So I'm going to use my own as an example. Even though I'm not supporting this, it brought out some positive, but it also left a childhood trauma for me. So I'm going to give an example of how growing up, when you bring report card, my mom will always say, "Oh, can't you be like so child?" I don't want to mention any name, of course. Can't you be like so child? This person won cowbell competition. This person did this. This person did. I'm like, hey, this person. In fact, it got so bad that when I see that her friend and the
You
child,
just ate the
I'll
person.
just be angry that these people have come to our house again. Do you get? So
Yeah.
she was always comparing, and then to me, because me, I decided to look at life from a positive point of view. I was like, I'm going to prove to my mom that I can be as good and even better than this person. Not all child thinks like that. Some children are going to go towards the self-destruction path. But me, I was like, now what does this woman think I am? Like, I'm going to prove to her that I'm way better than this person. So it got me working hard. Like I was always like, I must be the best in whatever I do. Right from secondary school to my university days, I was always like, I must be the best, I must be the best. But the truth is that the traumatic part of it is that there's always that voice in your head that you might not be good enough and you're in constant competition with yourself and some other people.
Sure.
Right? So sometimes you are too hard on yourself. That's the bad part of that. You're like, that voice is in your head that, can't you be like this? Can't you be like this? You're like, hey, if I feel like this, I don't want to be a failure in life. I don't want to be compared to this person. I don't want to do this, do that. So you are constantly having anxiety. Yes, sometimes I have anxiety, even while it's part of what causes my insomnia, I think. Because sometimes when I'm sleeping, I can't sleep well. Or when I have like a presentation at work, I'm always thinking about it that, I must not fail. I must show them that I'm the best at this. In fact, sometimes, sometimes in my dream, in my head, I'm breaking down the points for the presentation. So that's the traumatic part of it. But me, at least, I still interpreted it positive. I was trying to prove a point to my parents. I'm always trying to prove a point to them that I'm good enough. And it's not supposed to be so. So we are supposed to be able to let our kids know that sometimes it's okay to fail. Sometimes just take it. You don't need to compare. Like, we are walking a different path in life. You don't need to compare Bola to Bimbo. You don't need to compare Femi to Shegun. Like, we're all different and we're all talented in different ways. So please, as parents, let's try to look into this. Another thing I know parents do a lot is body shaming. You have even some annoying uncles, annoying aunties that will come and say, lekpa, see your neck. There was a time that I was constantly trying to add weight. Imagine. I was like, it's true, my neck is very long. Someone will come now and call me lekpa. Like, I was not taking ice cream, taking all those things. When I went for masters in the UK then, I was taking several things to add weight because I was like, by the time I go back to Nigeria, I must show them that I've added and I'm no more lekpa, right?
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I can remember even when going back home from uni.
Yeah.
When going back to uni from maybe a holiday, probably summer or whatever, and you feel like when you add weight or when you had weight, you feel like, okay, yes, I actually had a good holiday, but it's actually not healthy. It takes a toll on our health, and it's something that we do not think about, but because of what people are saying and even parents, for so based on that aspect, in terms of body shaming, mine is not even body shaming. Mine is my skin color.
It's part of your body. Color shaming.
Color shaming. Mine is like my skin color. So I've always had, it's blacky. My mom used to say something like, when I go to, my mom is light skin. So when I go to her and I want to kiss her, she'd be like, go away, black shit. So but like then, it wasn't something bad. It was just more like, just joking. And then when there's no light, my dad would be like, where's Bola? So when
like, we can't see Bola.
Like, where's Bola? But like, it wasn't, I didn't take it bad. But let me tell you when that took a toll on me and when I started like feeling it was even when I went to school, right? When I got an award in high school first, and I got Miss Ebony, right?
So that was like when you realized that, so this is actually a thing.
Not even then. I hated that award because I was like, so am I that black? And the funny thing is, it doesn't even help in Lagos. When you go to the market, they'll be saying blacky, ebony. So in my mind, I was like, am I that black? And when I went to university, I wanted to use, there's this cream that you put on your face, make you look, look lighter.
Is it like what they sell in pharmacy?
Yes, one of it.
It's I can't remember. You
put on your face, you become lighter. One day, it almost burnt my face. And then I knew that, okay, look, I can't do this. And I just left it. But when I got an award later on in school, in university at this point, funny enough, I got Ebony again. I don't know why.
Nice.
But then I got to understand the meaning. And I felt, okay.
Black beauty.
Black beauty.
Like, come on, your color is gold.
No. But like, So that was when I actually felt proud of my skin and
Yeah.
everything. But still, irrespective of that, sometimes
Mm.
I'll take a picture. I'll be like, no, I want it to look a little lighter.
Yeah.
And later on, when I see other people, and now that I'm matured and all, even when I go for gatherings, and
Yeah.
yeah, that we have mixed races and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
right? When I see someone that is very dark skinned, I'm always admiring theirs.
Yeah.
And so now I'm even more like, oh, I want my skin to remain black,
Yes.
you know. But like it was part of the things. Parents are not, they are not sure, or sorry, not the word sure. It's just that they don't know the impact of the kind of words they use on their
Yeah.
kids. They might think it's a good thing,
Yeah.
but it might affect them on the long run. So I'm not a parent yet,
Yes.
and but I feel
Of
like
course,
it's
you're
something
a
I'll,
victim of it.
yeah, I'm
Even
a victim of it, and I feel like it's something I'll even be more conscious about myself when I get married and I
yeah.
have kids. Like I'll be conscious about the things I'm saying to my kid,
Yeah.
you know, irrespective of maybe joke or no jokes.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I feel like we have to hear it first from our parents before it makes sense outside.
Yeah, I agree.
Like even beats,
They are like the first point
they're like the
now. Like
first
we believe
point.
them, we look up
We
to
look
them.
up to them, even confidence.
Yeah.
You see some kids that are actually not even confident in themselves. They can't do anything without their parents. They can. Let me, now I'm digressing because so there was a time recently, my brother, because he came to Canada before me, far before me, he did his, was completing his high school year, right? And my dad felt like, oh, this person is not someone that when you say no, it's easy for him to just say, oh, okay, no problem. My dad was like, you can't just say no.
Yeah.
So he wanted to renew his passport, and he went to Ottawa, right, to renew his passport. And they went there and they said no. Like, oh, you have to apply. Like, no, he had applied, but they said you have to come back and everything.
Okay.
My dad said, go and sit down there in front of them. My brother said, why would I go and sit down there? You know, I'm not going to go sit down in this place
because they've already
told me
yeah,
this
you
is
can
when to
come
come.
back or whatever.
But he had to travel and he needed this for his schooling, and it was very important. But I said, take a train, go there, stay in front of their door and everything. And do you know what he did? He actually did that because my you know, parents, will be controlling you while they are in Nigeria. They're still controlling you. It's so bad.
They want to control you
like
forever.
They want to control your destiny actually at this point. So my brother went there and he got there very early in the morning because my dad was calling. Go there, you know, stuff like that. So he went there very early in the morning and he sat down there in front of them, and the security guy was there. He bought that guy coffee. It was the coffee he bought. You know the way Nigerian thing. It was the coffee he bought for the guy that the guy was able to talk to somebody, and he went in and he got that stuff done. Just because it was like my dad is always like, don't
just take no.
Don't just take no.
Try harder.
But the thing is, we are different. For me, I spent most of my my adult life in Nigeria, apart from uni. I'm sorry, after uni and all. But like compared to my brother, that came here earlier and all of that stuff. So to me, I know how to still push, but to him, he doesn't push as much. He's more laid back and all of that stuff. Yeah. So I think also that confidence really affects. I think parents should be like role models and like try to instill that confidence in our kids. Or
it's
in
very
their
important.
Kids. Yeah.
It's very important. As you were talking, I just remembered a story a colleague of mine once told me about how her mother told her that I wish I didn't give birth to you.
Ooh.
Like, and this is not the first time.
That is bad.
Like, that's not the first time I've heard something like that. Some mothers will go as far as saying, oh, I wish I used you to do my monthly period or something very, very nasty. Like,
is that the mother of the child?
Yes, the mother of the child. They do things like that. So when you hear things like that, she said that for a very long time, it affected her. She was like, I wasn't even meant to be born. I wasn't even supposed to be here. Like, she always felt like she wasn't enough. And then if it affected her relationship. When she's in a relationship, and someone shows any small interest that they like her, she's always very, very gummy to the person. And she's always trying to, is this self-sabotage, I'll say, because one part of her is always telling her that she's not enough, she's not loved enough, nobody will ever love her enough.
She needs constant affirmation.
Yeah, she needs it. She needs you to always let her know that I love you, I'll be there for you, I want you here, I appreciate you in my life, because she's already damaged. I know, like I said earlier, we Nigerians are not very big on seeing therapists and all that. So she's not seeing any professional, she's not seeing anybody. She's just always going through that herself. And if she doesn't see any professional or anything, it might end up affecting her for the rest of her life.
Definitely.
It also affected her relationship with her mom, because even though now her mom keeps trying hard, she just still feels like, you've told me before. Like this thing, sometimes you know what,
For you to say that,
for
I'm
you to
actually
say that,
surprised.
like for you to
No,
say
no, no, no,
that,
no, no.
that
That's
you
too
wish
much.
I was not born, you wish that I wish I aborted you or something, like that's nasty.
Would have
So
said it is postpartum, but
no,
like
this one is
at
not
what
it's
age?
not postpartum. She was old enough. The woman knew what she was doing. So these are the words that affect kids.
That
Or one
is
that said,
bad.
there's a story I read online that the girl said she has eating disorder because of her mom. She said while growing up, any small thing, you are eating that, you are so fat. Are you supposed to still be eating? See how you are fat, see your arms, see your leg. They were always insulting her anytime she wants to eat. It's almost like she was always hiding to eat as a child, because they were always pointing it out.
I think even in general, not even about parent now, people have to be very sensitive.
See, the general one,
Like
that one, the truth is that, Bolanle, I agree with you that we need to be sensitive. Everything belongs, like, everybody needs to be sensitive, but the truth is that you can't control everybody. You can't. Some people will be nasty for the rest of their life. That one,
no, you also have to be very careful because even me personally myself, I can remember I got used to that in such a way that, oh, you are fat and everything. Whether
like you tell someone that,
like just
jokingly.
jokingly. So when I came here and like it was the first period I came here, I was in the car with my friend and one other and a sister. More
Yeah.
like we're all girls in the car.
Yeah.
And there was one who was the biggest in the car, right?
Yeah.
And we got into a bump.
Yeah.
And so immediately that we got into that bump, I was like, oops, that's Kyla. You know?
Yeah, just making a joke,
And
but you didn't know
I
she
didn't
had.
mean I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, it's
It was
because she
meant to
was
be a
big.
joke.
It was meant to be a joke. And the reason
Yeah.
why I said that is because there was a time back in Nigeria, I was in the car with my dad and one of my auntie, and she was the biggest, and we got into a
And they said
pothole.
she was
And my dad was like, yeah, body, yeah. So, and now I said, oops, that's Kyla.
Yeah.
And the other girl, because she's from Namibia.
Okay.
And she was like, Bola, you don't say that to people. She didn't
Yeah.
tell me in front of her. She was like, you don't say
After.
that in front of people that
Yeah.
you don't know, like, these are not
You don't know what she's
African
going
kids.
through, like,
Like,
yeah.
and so since then, I became very, very sensitive
Yeah.
to things I said out. Fine, Nigerians, we just throw it, we'll
Yeah.
roar at it, we'll just see anything
Yeah.
just because we're happy. And
Yeah.
sometimes even
Is
we
it not? Is
hide
it because
beyond
we're happy?
jokes. We
Exactly.
hide beyond
It's not because we're happy.
jokes, actually, behind jokes.
Some of us don't
But,
actually
like,
think that is wrong because of how we're brought
yeah,
up.
we feel like, okay, it's just I'm just saying you're fat. What's the big
Yeah,
deal?
they'll be like, you're too sensitive.
You're too
If you're
sensitive.
vexing.
But now I'm even more sensitive. Like,
Yeah.
if you tell me something, I'll think twice. If you say, oh, my necks are big or anything, I'll have to start looking and I'll be like, is it like,
Yeah.
So I think we should be very careful. Not
Absolutely.
only parents, but like even
in general,
even we as adults.
we need to. I mean,
We
they've
need to
been
be
preaching
careful.
that on social media for the longest now, but we still have trolls everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like, be kind to people, be kind to celebs. They are also human. Like, people just say anything. But me, my own is sure that you are the one that said you want to bring a child to this world. Let's even forget about people. Do you get? You are the one that decided that you want to have a child, whether it was planned or not planned. The most important thing is that you ended up bringing that child to the world, and you have to take responsibility.
I think we need to check very well. I don't think that's a mother.
Trust me, Bolale.
Bimbo,
Trust
that is
me.
too much.
Nigerian mothers.
No. That one is too far.
Many Nigerian mothers, it's not even small. Many Nigerian mothers, they say, if people should actually come out. In fact, I'm going to leave it to my subscribers. Guys, please let me know in the comment section if
let us know
if you've ever gone through anything like this, if your mom or your dad has ever said anything nasty to you that is affecting you till now. I promise you, Bola, many parents. The truth is that most of our parents then were raising us with frustration. Either some of them, I usually say this thing. Some of those parents, if they were living in this woke generation, some of them will not have kids. It's not every parent that has kids that actually wanted to have kids. But because almost everybody then, in fact, they even had particular number then, you will have like 3 or 4 kids. minimum you should have, if you don't have issues conceiving, is 3 children in their own generation. Do you get? So the way they're just like, my friend had 4 children, my this one has 5 children, let me self have. It's not, most of them, it's not as if they enjoy having
Yeah.
that many kids though. So raising those kids was actually hell for them. Some of them felt unfulfilled, some of them were frustrated, some of them felt like they could achieve more, but they were stuck with raising 4 children. Do you get? So they didn't have that satisfaction and fulfillment raising a family, but they felt like they had no choice. In our generation now, we still have more voice. We still can decide that I don't want kids or I want just one. But then they felt like everybody's having 4 kids. When is that? If I have problem conceiving, I must also have minimum of 4. It was like a trend.
4.
I'm telling you,
No.
4. It was like a trend to them. If you ask most people how many siblings, they say it's from 4, 5, 6. That's how they used to have it then. So they were trapped in that family setting, raising kids. So they were always pouring out their frustration on their kids, saying nasty things that the kids will never forget. And it's very painful because we have many adults now going through that trauma, and they might pour it on their friends or their spouse or their boyfriend. Like,
Yeah.
it affects relationship. This particular girl was saying that I read about that has this eating disorder. She said because of the constant reminder from her mother that, oh, you want to eat, you are going to be fat. Yeah, you don't know you're already fat. You're like a whale. You're this, you're that. The girl had to now curb by eating. Like, till now, she doesn't eat much, and anytime she eats anything that has calories, she will force herself to throw up because she wants to remain slim. They've given her how somebody must look like. So she's following it. I'm like, these things are really, really difficult on people. If only parents knew what those words were doing, like, it can be really, really nasty. I'm just glad that we have more awareness now in our own generation. I want to believe so. That nobody in this generation is going to tell their child that I regret giving birth, whether the child was planned or not. We know that sometimes people have kids that were not planned. You're like, oh my god, I thought I was done with kids and all that. It should never at any point in your life come
Cross your
out
mind
to tell your child that,
that's too much.
that I wish I didn't have
personally.
you, or you were a mistake, or something really, really nasty like that. It's not nice.
That's too much.
We should try to watch what we say
and be mindful.
And like Bolande said, even in general, even though this topic is just about what parents say to kids, but in general, please, let's be kind, because these children that we are raising, just the way I'm saying all these examples, they'll never forget.
See, Bimbo, I don't like going out. See, if someone is not my, okay, I don't have a child, but like, I don't like going close to kids. Not because I do not love them.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't want one Nigeria thing to just slip and I should just affect the child, just because I don't want to be like, maybe the child should do something so wrong.
Yeah, you don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't want to say the wrong words because I'm very careful.
Like, they didn't grow up in Nigeria,
because when they do something funny, like, was it when I was talking to you, I saw your baby, and I was like, is this how she is? Like, but the thing is, that's you're already a mother, you've experienced the stages and everything. But like, for me that I've not had a child before, I'm not my, I can't relate. I'll be like,
why you always say, I want to kiss you, mommy?
I want to like, and the funny thing is, it's just the same thing with parenthood. Like, now she can come to me, mommy, can I kiss you? Mommy, can I hug you?
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, did you tell your parents?
If I hear, I'll just go meet my mommy. Can I kiss you?
Have
you done your own work today? Have you washed all the plates in the kitchen? I love you. Can I kiss you? Like, really?
No, I think with my mom, maybe I might get away with that just a little bit. But if I should go and meet her, I'll say, mommy, I have a headache. She says, because you didn't brush your teeth.
You've been pressing your phone.
Like, all those things. So they don't even like, they're not accommodating in that way.
And they find it difficult too. I'm sure if I have a session with one of the parents, like our generation, they'll be able to actually speak into their own trauma.
I think you should have that. You should invite you should invite like a mother.
Yeah.
But like, not the so woked ones. Okay, everyone is woked now, but like
I get.
But like, the
Because I feel
typical.
like
Let them
those
talk
ones,
and let them express
I feel like
themselves.
they also raised us as like they raised us the best way they thought they could, because most of them are also they're also traumatized. That's the truth.
True.
Like if they are telling you some of their stories,
Yeah.
you are going to just open your mouth like, what? Like you went through that as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So to them, the way they were raising us, to them, they even tried. You get, when you talk to them, they're like, me, I'm even still better than my mom. Do you get? So they feel like they are raising you the best way they can or they
Yeah.
could. But it wasn't just good enough, because many of us were just living living traumas roaming about.
No, it's.
We need therapists. We need therapy. Like we need it.
I
Uh,
think also this therapy thing. I feel like there should there should be some more awareness about the
hmm,
importance of it. On because it's a typical Nigerian person
hmm.
would not want to go and sit down and start telling their issues to anybody
Yep.
and just saying, why do I want to be
They'll be
telling
like, I'll not still pay you
I'm not still paying
to tell
you
you
to tell you, you
my
know,
like
fine.
they can't
Like
relate.
people go now,
Yeah.
but I'll say,
Even people that are going,
mm,
they are not really letting people know they are going.
and
People,
even if they are going, I don't think they are revealing everything to them.
there are still some things
There are
that you
some
feel like
things
they
that you feel
are.
like I don't know. I'm
Hmm,
not speaking for
you
anybody,
might be
but
right
like I
there.
still have that thing whereby I don't think they would want to say everything.
Hmm.
They're not like some of the Caucasians that we
Yeah.
have. Like they're very expressive. They're very
Yeah.
open. You can be in an elevator with a Caucasian, and they will tell you their whole life
Hmm. Yeah.
in just in one setting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but we the Africans, the
Because
black
we have
people,
village people
will
now.
not open our mouth to talk.
And then we're also
So
scared
I
of
think
being judged.
yeah.
That's the truth. You say some things, and then even to your friend, and the person can use it against you. You can say something. There are some things that my friends, none of my friends, have ever heard from my mouth. Because why? I don't want to be judged.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not even about being judged. Sometimes I don't want to be pitied. That's one thing about me. I hate
Self
when,
pity.
yeah, I hate when someone is always, oh, I feel bad for you. I
I don't like
like,
it.
do you get?
Mm-mm.
So I'd rather not share some things, because I don't want
Mm-mm.
you to start looking at me differently. But instead of me to now share with therapists, I will not still see any therapy till now. Whatever childhood trauma I had, I carried it. I'm now working on it on my own by doing self-reflection and trying my best
Yeah.
not to repeat what some things that my parents did, and this is not to bash my parents or any other parents like that. Like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they raised us the best way they thought they could,
Yeah.
right? But I'm just saying we can do better as parents, and we need to be more careful. There was one girl that told me that she's scared of interviews, she's scared of presentations and speaking publicly today, because as a child, anytime she was talking, the mother would say things like, "You are too loud. You're always talking. You're too something something. You don't know you're a girl. You need to be more feminine. Why are you always raising your voice? Girls don't just talk like that." As if she needed permission
It's,
to talk.
it's so funny I say that because my dad said I'm supposed to be a lawyer because I talk too much.
Those things, it can either affect you positively or negatively. It can question you sometimes without
Yeah.
you even knowing. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? It's not saying you talk too much, you something, you should keep quiet, let your elders speak. If you have, Nigerian parents, if you have opinions, sometimes they'll be like, she feels you are being too rude. You feel like you know more than me. Like they
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to express yourself the way you should actually express yourself. There are some things that my kids can say that they did not born me well to say it growing up, right? Like sometimes I can do something, and then my son will remind me that, but mommy, you told us that was wrong. Like you told us not to do that. And immediately I'll be like, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe using a curse word, for example. I've taught them that they should never say anything like
Yeah.
that. But sometimes when I'm talking to my husband, it's to just slip out, and then my son can hear and be like, did you just say? And I'm like, sorry, 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 because I'm trying to be a better parent. I don't want to
Yeah.
just shush them off or whatever. So
Yeah.
our parents then they're like, hey, you're so rude. How can you be telling me that? How can all those things? And before you know it, is killing is killing your potentials. So some of those words is not as if they are. Some of them is not. It's not that it's going to lead to trauma. Some of them is actually killing what you are supposed to be. Do you get? You're supposed to be way more. There are some people that they're supposed to be public speakers right now. There's some people that they are supposed to have like mad presentation skills or interview skills, but because of what their parents have told them that they are girls, they should keep quiet, they should do this, they should, the self-confidence and all their potentials just
Just
died.
goes down, yeah. And
It's
also I think because you just mentioned that's confidence and even like
yeah,
self-esteem. I feel like also if a particular woman or the mother has gone through certain things, it will also affect them in order for them to pass that through their kids.
yeah,
So it's also their own experience.
yeah,
They've been damaged already.
yeah, yeah.
And so they would just it's just the same thing. Oh, it's okay. That's what women would like
Yeah.
do or something, or
Yeah.
that's as a woman you should keep quiet,
Yeah. That's what
or
I'm saying. Like they
like
are teaching you the
they're
best way they
teaching
know
you the
how
best.
to.
Yeah.
Because to
So
them that is the right thing.
yeah.
So it's just crazy. Another thing that these parents' words can cause is sibling rivalry. I was going to do this as a separate topic, but I can as well because I feel like it's kind of related
It's
to,
related, yeah.
yeah. So I can as well just mention it now. Sometimes parents compare siblings and it can be very, very nasty. Like you can say things, it can be as simple as, oh, why can't you just be like your brother? He's the one that is the hardworking, is always passing, is the most responsible one, blah blah blah. And then sometimes because of all those comparisons, you just end up not liking that particular sibling. The sibling did not even do anything to you. You're just like Mrs. Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect, and before you know it, you are not close to that person. And even the sibling that they are comparing you to is also affecting that person. By the way, the boy that you are saying, "Oh, this is my perfect child. This is the perfect brother. Is responsible. Is this?" That person will also have a burden because at every point in their life, they already know that they are the ones tagged as the responsible one amongst their siblings. So they don't even have the chance to live as a child. They are always responsible because they are scared of any mess up.
Yeah.
They cannot F up in their life because they know that I am the responsible one. My parents have said I am the responsible, I am the one that should lead by example. So they carry their burden all the days of their life. Sometimes they are going through stuff. Sometimes they might have to resign at work, but they can't. And they are being bullied at
True.
work, but they can't do anything because they are the responsible, because they are scared that if they should go back home and say, oh, daddy, mommy, I'm resigning because of this, they feel like their parents will be disappointed. Their parents might actually not be disappointed, but because of that constant reminder that, oh, you're the responsible one, the pressure they've put on that child with their words,
yeah, true,
has affected that child. So it can go two ways. So we should be careful. Some parents are the reason why some siblings are not close today.
I just remembered something, but it was just in the Bible how Joseph and how his siblings hated him because he was his father's favorite, So I remember that now. And also in terms of even like comparing, as firstborns, for me, I'll speak for myself as a firstborn. I have to ensure that okay, everything is good. My brothers are fine. Like, oh, have you checked up on your brother? When my mom calls me, oh, what about your brother? Oh, what about your brother? What about one day I just like
you have like, what about me?
I was like, what about me? Nobody would ask about what's going on with me.
Yeah.
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Is this okay with me? Like it's just like they believe everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Or I know how
or you
to
should be able
navigate
to handle it.
Not even that, like I know how to navigate it, or Bola is always okay. Bola is always fine. But I feel, to be honest, we should do some for we firstborns. We need no. They should please. We need to be praised enough, because it's just like we just automatically, like, no one is checking up on us. No one is pouring back into us. We are pouring to everyone, pouring to this place. Even to our parents. When anything happens, some parents will call you and say, "Oh, look how your mommy did. Look how your daddy did." And we see the burden is too much on us. So I feel like you should treat every child similarly.
I know it's difficult.
It's difficult, but don't just compare and think because this one, all right. This person's going to be fine. Don't just assume, but actually question them. It's just recently, like my mom be like, "Are you okay? How are you?" Like my dad will say, "Oh, what's going on?" And now we
Yeah.
have like monthly meetings where everyone will speak up and they'll be like,
About
"Oh,
what they are going through.
what's going on? Are
I
you
like that though.
okay? Are you,
Monthly meeting.
we have that every
I like
month.
that.
My dad will send a message. Okay, we're
It's
having our
time for
meeting.
meeting.
Like so. I know that is every Sunday, like
Yeah.
the first Sunday of the month,
Yeah.
we have the family meeting, and we all
I
like
actually
talk
like
about
that.
like we all talk about what's going on in our lives because we are all in different places right
Yeah.
now. So that's the only way we can connect
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. But still, I still yeah. Have you checked up on your parent? Have you checked up on your brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think parents should also think about that and don't just think one person is perfect or
Yeah.
one person is going
And
or
this is
everything fine.
for
Yeah.
parents and our parents' friends too. I remember one of my mom's friends. I went to greet my mom, and then one of my mom's friends also came. And then when I
Yeah.
saw her, I knelt down as the proper Yoruba Nigerian girl, a well brought up girl that I am. I knelt down for this woman. And the next thing I heard, she went to go and tell my mom that, Bimbo, I'll interpret this in English for people that don't understand Yoruba. Bimbo ò tiẹ̀ friendly tó, ó kàn kún kí mi lásán. Tó bá jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ni á ti hug mi, á ti kiss mi. Ó kàn kúnlẹ̀, ó kàn kí mi lásán. And then I expected my mom. So what that mean, what I just said now is that Bimbo is not friendly enough. That she just Abby. In case you are watching with Bimbo, it's Abby's me. That she's not friendly enough. That she just knelt down to greet me. She couldn't even hug me or kiss me. That if it
Yeah.
was her brother would have hugged me. So that was what my mom's friend was saying. So when my mom gave me the feedback, I was very upset with her because I expected her to actually like correct the friend. I expected her to tell the friend that, oh, she has knelt down, she has greeted you. Like, you can't compare siblings, you can't compare them, they are different, right? She has knelt you, she wasn't disrespectful in any way. That, so just let it be. But instead of my mom correcting her, she probably laughed and then she was not giving me the feedback that that Kiniko sọ pé you are not even friendly enough, you only greeted her, you should have hugged her. I was like, I don't want to hug her. I don't want to kiss her. Who is she? Why would I hug her? Like, no. I was like, you get.
Yeah.
So those are the type of things that can annoy someone. You just be like, why are they? What's up with the constant comparison? Don't compare with any of my siblings. Do you get? And the thing about my own family is that we are lucky because we grew up very close, right? So as much as those comparisons did not affect myself and my siblings, because if they should even compare us, I'm going to call the person they compared me to after that. Alpha, do you know that this stupid room I just said I don't used to hug like you, so now you they hug and kiss everybody, and then we'll just make jokes about it. But that's because we grew up very close. But some other siblings would have taken, like, they would have started beefing each other. That why is everybody always comparing me to this person that I'm not friendly enough, or I'm not intelligent enough, or I'm not. So please, to cut the long story short, parents, I beg you, please try to reduce the way. In fact, no, even don't compare your children to each other and say positive words to your kids, because these words are going to grow up with them like
Yeah.
forever.
Every child is different. Every child, irrespective of how, like, or maybe whatever environment they are in,
Absolutely.
like, you have to treat their needs
Differently.
differently. And,
And say
I
positive
used to hear
words.
this then, that people say, oh, this person is the black sheep of the family. I
Mm.
think people should take that out of their
Yeah.
vocabulary as parents. Like,
Yeah.
that means your child or that particular child needs more attention
Yeah.
or more needs. So
Yeah.
I think they shouldn't just tag that child as okay. I'm not saying that all parents
Of
would do
course,
that
of
or
course,
anything,
of
but like
course.
I'm just saying that some parents that think that way, okay, this person is the weak one in the like,
Mm.
don't just
Try
tag
to
your child.
address
Try to
it
address it.
in a
Try to
smart,
yeah,
diplomatic
try to
way.
pay more attention to that
Yeah.
kid. Try to be in that kid's corner so that your child will be the first person to reach out to when they get into trouble.
Yeah.
But once um you just separate them,
Yeah.
it's difficult for them to reach out when they are in trouble.
Yeah.
It's difficult for them to like
They are scared of being
confide
judged
in
again.
you, and that's when they even get into more
Trouble.
trouble or things that are not even right for them.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
agree with you. I agree with you. So we hope we have been able to convince you and not confuse you that the words you say are very, very powerful. Like even in Bible, in the Quran, like it is said that the words are very, very powerful. You need to be careful of what you say, what comes out from your mouth. It shapes people a lot. It shapes even strangers, talk less
Yeah.
of your own child. So we need to be careful of what we say to our kids. I know it's not easy as a parent. I can tell you for a fact that sometimes that these kids, oh God,
Yeah.
they will look for your trouble and you just be like, ah, but just try your best
Yeah.
to always speak positively into their life. And I also feel like I might be going too far, but I also feel like it has spiritual impact. Like when you always say positive things, prayers to your
Yes.
kids, I feel
Yeah.
like they end up growing up to be better version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know in the comment section what you think. Let me know
Yeah.
if of your experience, if you like to share, and if you agree with me that parents need to be careful about the words they speak to their kids.
Yeah.
All right.
Please like, subscribe, and we're
And
expecting to see your comment.
thank you very much for mentioning.
Yeah.
I have better guests. Like they're always reminding
Okay.
my audience. Please subscribe and see you next time on Gist with Abi.
Bye.
Bye bye.